Yeah, okay, let's talk about Syril for a while. All right. Syril
Yeah.
is the empire. He wants to be more than he is, right? So
Oh,
like,
this is the young security agent.
yeah, he kind of overreaches, he's not ready for command, but he tries to command. His commander comments on his uniform. Have you modified your uniform? Well, a few pockets and stitching and
Have you modified your uniform?
Perhaps slightly. Pockets piping and some light tailoring.
maybe a little bit. So like, we know that he's very concerned about his appearance. He dresses very nattily. In fact, there's one scene where he's on the intercom or the communication device in his mom's house, and he's wearing this kind of nightshirt, this kind of pajamas, and I was like, oh, I want those pajamas, man. Those are cool looking, But like, yeah, he's very,
He's clearly he's a true believer
yes,
in a job that everybody else his superiors are very jaded about. It's like, yeah, file the report, make it up, whatever you have to. This is how we do work here. And he's like, no, you have to do it the right way. This is serious. He believes in all of it because he's young and enthusiastic,
idealistic.
and all of the other people around him that he works with all disappoint him. He's looking for somebody that will appreciate his enthusiasm.
I feel like that generates sympathy in me as a viewer. I'm sympathetic to Syril. He's an Imperial. I know but I've worked in situations, I'm sure we all have, where I cared about the job getting done and it seemed like nobody else did. And so I think that was clever on the writer's part to evoke that kind of sympathy, because if he's unsympathetic, we don't care. We won't care about that plot.
I agree, and I think,
and I cared.
I think that was well done, because if he had just been a run of the mill, well, this is how he became an Imperial. He's a bad dude. Of course, he becomes an Imperial. That's what bad dudes do. But it's not quite that simple. The part about his character that I could not understand, not about his character, but why the writers felt they had to do this. All those sequences with his Jewish mother. Why?
I don't know.
Why?
One might have been fine too, but she does have some great lines. Like
she does, but it's
great actress, but it's not Star Wars.
It's the classic Jewish mother. Why can't you be more like your brother? Your uncle's trying to help you get a job. Why don't you take any of his jobs? They're good enough for you.
Did you notice the blue milk in the cereal bowl?
Yeah.
He's eating his Fruity Pebbles and she pours, the blue milk on top. And then he takes one out and he kind of looks at it and it looks like a planet, it almost like, I was almost expecting them to dissolve into like a planetscape, they didn't go for it. And then later the same thing, but he picks one up and he like kind of tosses it back in his bowl, either in disgust or just anger, like a little bit of petulance.
So he's like a millennial, he crashed out of his first job. Now he has to go back home and live with his overbearing mother and take her daily abuse about what a failure he is. So again, I thought that was just padding that didn't add much.
I have a feeling that's autobiographical. I think somebody somewhere in the writer's room was like, okay, I got
exercising their own demons.
I got to get this out of my system. I got to put this somewhere. And then they were like, okay, we'll use it. The sergeant, the drunk sergeant who's enthusiastic like he is, Sergeant Mosk, right? It's kind of stout, burly.
The Scottish guy.
Is he Scottish? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir.
He was great.
Yeah, he's great actor.
Great because they make him so gung-ho and make him seem so competent at first.
Yeah.
And then of course they get their butts kicked on Ferrix, and he's out of control. He doesn't know what to do either. Yeah. Nobody knows what to do.
He's drunk.
They've just gotten destroyed.
Yeah. There's fomenting out there. There's fomenting, sir.
Yeah.
Pockets. I love that accent. Pockets of fomenting.
There's fermenting out there, sir. Pockets of fermenting.
No, I like the choice of actor for that character for sure. In fact, I was
Yeah.
disappointed that we didn't see more of him. I thought
Yeah, I hope we see more of him. I hope he comes back in season 2.
but that was really just to throw the young guy's character into sharp relief, to show that
Yes.
he's not confident, he doesn't know what he's doing, he has to take the lead from somebody else, even though he's technically in charge.
Yeah.
You know, he's the green lieutenant in
Yes,
Alien.
yes, exactly. And that's right. Corporal Hicks is going to save
How
his
many
butt.
drops
That's right.
for you?
Combat drops.
17 simulated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2, including this one. What about
And the best way to keep the blade sharp is to use it.
the best way to sharpen the blade is to use it?
Yeah,
What a
right.
great line. What a
Right,
great,
yeah.
isn't that just like, I mean,
This guy's
that-
serious.
Yeah, the guy's like, I've been wanting to kill somebody, that's why I signed up. He's like Tackleberry in the Police Academy movies, when do we get guns? When do we get guns?
No, yeah, he's a guy, he's a small-time thug that likes the petty authority that he has,
Mhm.
and he's going to use it every chance he gets.
And
Yeah.
then when they're on the way to when it's gonna get good, like episode 3, when they're on the way to like enforce the law, and get this Cassian Andor scoundrel. He gives the sergeant addresses the troops, but then he gives Syril a chance to give a little speech, right?
Yeah, right. He has. Yeah. Okay. We're all prepared and do what you got to do. He has
There
no
are
idea what
times
this.
when you got to do the right thing.
Very inspiring, sir. Very inspiring.
Yeah. That's the best part.
And everybody's like,
All right, then, carry on. Well said, sir. Inspiring.
Yeah. Terrible.
it's humiliating.
Like, claps him on the shoulder. Inspiring. That was awesome. That was like, it's almost Monty Python-esque,
No, it was a good laugh line, that one.
Yeah.
For sure.
That was great. And contrast that with like the scene from like The Force Awakens with like General Hux, right? Which is so over the top and unnecessary. That whole scene was like shot and they were like, okay, we got to use this somehow in the movie. And he's like practically spitting while he's like spitting with anger,
Yeah.
We'll remember this as the last day of the Republic.
We'll show them, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And it's like his hat's like gonna fall off his head and everything right before they use the giant planet killer, like the multi-planet killer, the way over the top Death Star weapon.
Mhm.
And it's like, over the top, like over the top weapon, over the top speech, and now we get this not incompetent, but like he wants to be that, I think. Syril wants to be the guy that's out there, like inspiring the troops, but he just doesn't have it yet, like he's
Yes.
his first mission, really,
Yes.